While much noise is being made about the alleged demographic invasion using the Roshni scheme, not many people are talking about the price fixation committees which committed blunders and in doing so caused huge losses to the state exchequer. According to the CAG audit report for the year ended March 2013, there were many irregularities in the formation of these price regulation committees as well as in their functionings. It was said that these price fixation committees were supposed to fix the prices of the land which were under occupation and which would later be regularized under the Roshni scheme. But the price fixation, instead of doing the price fixation on locality and area wise, the price fixation was done on a case to case basis. A logical interpretation of that was that the price fixation benefited the beneficiaries of Roshni scheme instead of benefiting the state exchequer. Prime land, meaning the land on prime locations in both Jammu and Kashmir, were sold for the cost of nickels and dimes to the beneficiaries. The rules required that the price fixation committees would be constituted with Divisional Commissioner as chairman, District Collector, Assistant Commissioner Nazul, Tehsildar for Jammu and Srinagar district as member, and for areas under Tourism Development Authority, DC, ADC, Assistant Commissioner Nazul, and CEO of Tourism Development Authority concerned as well as Tehsildar would constitute the committee. But in 2007, the then Chief Minister Ghulam Nabi Azad approved the constitution of district level committees headed by Deputy Commissioner for rural areas and divisional level committees headed by the two divisional commissioners to deal with the urban areas. This went beyond the scope of the act, and also the rules were amended to allow this composition of these committees. The CAG audit report says that the formation of these price fixation committees led to price discrimination since it allowed a few officials to exercise undue authority without any consultation with any other stakeholders. You have to observe that the PRG department, Irrigation and Flood Control department, Public Work department or any other department was not even consulted. Their recommendations were not taken. The people who were working in these departments were not made members of the committee, which allowed for price discrimination, which allowed the price of the land that was fixed to differ from the market price of the land. When Straightline talked to Advocate Sheikh Shakil, who had filed a PIL regarding this Roshni scam in 2006, he said that the facts speak for themselves. Was it not the job of the divisional commissioner at the time to see how these lands were being transferred and how the prices were being fixed? Why is it that some of the people who were at the helm of the affairs at that time, who were part of the price fixation committees, have been allowed to go scot-free? It clearly shows that they have managed to go scot-free because of their influence. While talking to Advocate Ankush Sharma, who is one of the persons who keep alleging that Roshni scheme is a small tool in the grander scheme of things, which is the Islamization of Jammu and Kashmir, he said that Roshni was just a legislative route through which ghettoization is happening. He also said that there was filtration of applications in Jammu region. That means that the Patwaris and Tehsildars, who mainly belong to a particular community, did not allow the applications of the people from the other community who were living at the border, who were trying to get their agricultural land regularized. They did not allow those applications to pass through, but instead allowed other applications to reach the price fixation committees, and thus the fault is not much of the price fixation committees but of the Tehsildars, the Nab Tehsildars and the Patwaris who were there in position at that time. Along with that, he also mentioned that it is not that the price fixation committees are not to blame regarding anything. There was also corruption at that level, and mainly the beneficiaries in connivance with the price fixation committees reaped the benefits of this Roshni scheme. Now, will these IAS and KAS babus who were part of the price fixation committees be held accountable for facilitating 25,000 crore Roshni land scam?